Uh, hello. Oh my god. Hang on. Hang on. This is not right. Hang on. There we are. Hello. Welcome to my room. My living room. Yes. Which... Hi everyone. How are you doing? This is your emotional support animal, dude, person, creature. How you doing? Good. Otis, congrats on being first. Is that a first? Did you get first for the first time? I'm not sure. Maybe. Go what? Blue Fox Studios, hello. Hello. Connie, I'm gonna flip it sob. I fell half asleep on the toilet and missed first. Oh no. Dear me, how tragic. You found the lo-fi Undertale music. It's not Undertale music, it's my own music, but it is very Undertale. I asked for it to be composed with like a subtle hint towards, you know, his theme, but it was not very subtle. Yeah. Next, the Benedict. Hello there. Hi. Welcome. Who's Ada? Hello. I'm the new owner of 2 Bob-on plushies, if you know what those are. Ah, cute. Those are cute. I hope they don't blow up. A little explodey guys, but I support them chasing their dreams. Yeah. Some people want to go out like a firework. And there's a... We've actually kind of made an introspective art session about that, didn't we? Ada the giant huntsman spider. Ah, hello there. Nice to meet you, Ada. Although I'm not actually meeting you, but hello. By proxy, I guess. One Bobbert, the other Bobby. Cute. Bobbert and Bobby Bubbles. Cute. Can I get a refund on my text-to-speech reward from the Hollow Knight stream? It didn't say it right. I don't know. I don't... I'm not sure about that. Like, because, like, I mean... mispronouncing things, the TTS, like, that's just part of the experience, isn't it? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'll leave that up to Otis. Otis can decide on that. Thank you, Otis. I have 0 faith in that Pokeball. Well, let's see. Oh, wait. 0 with the... What was it? Thanks to Benedict. Well, shit. Okay. I guess you were right. I now live in your house. Well, darn. I guess I was considering looking for, like, you know, roommates. Yes, that's the word. God. Why did I think that I could get a job like speaking, you know? I can't speak. You've gotten first before? Okay. Never mind then. You have a pit of. Heck yeah, I love pigeons. Sadly, the redeem was already cleared out of queue by the bot executing it, so I can't issue a refund. Ah, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Golan, thank you for the hydrate. Hi there, Golan. We did not have an introspective art about bombs, but we did have one of those drawing to music sessions, which was about the theme of a character, kind of the theme of a character which was related to fireworks from Spiritfarer. So yeah. Throw a water bottle at Teo until he gives me free hydrate. I give you free hydrates all the time. That it's called sipping. It's better not to ask why I have one. It's more of a how'd you get in my house? Well, I don't even question it anymore at this point. So many people are always like, oh, I'm living in your walls now. And it's like, okay, well, shit. Like, I guess Twitch viewers are just like termites. They just end up in your house at some point. And I was like, you just gotta deal with it, you know? They're a protected species, so you can't call the exterminator on them. And I was like, okay, well, just gotta arrange yourself and, you know, try to see if maybe you can, like, get some rent out of them or something. Or at least, you know, take care of the chores. The house with the Twitch chat in its walls, yes. Anyway, hi. Your cables are still chewed from the Hollow Knight stream. You're so lucky that your computer works. Yeah, I am. Honestly, is that why my internet has been so fucky? Is it because of you? I'm in your walls, Steve. I'm here forever. I'm stuck here, actually. Please help. It's cold. I'm sorry. But honestly, you should be glad it's cold. Like, it's... Looking for the Amontillado. That's from that story. Turn on the heater? No! I will turn on the heater. I turn on the light. Here's another light. For the tracking, heck yeah. Okay, y'all. My dear friends, we have gathered here today to discuss things, such as a subject. The one Edgar Allan Poe story, that's what it was, Edgar Allan Poe. The name was on the tip of my tongue. I only know about it because it was like a huge meme for a while on Tumblr. Specifically because of that, because most Americans read it in high school. I wonder why. What is it about that story? Huh. It's like, wait, what was his quote? I beg to God, Oh, I don't remember. Okay, bye, what? I'm not American? Oh, okay, what? No, stay here. No, you don't have to read it. It's okay. It does not need to be read. It only needs to be appreciated from afar. What do you mean stay here? Like Blue Fox was saying bye. So. I guess it would be in order for me to talk about how I've been recently. Very fluctuating. I've been very fluctuating. I feel like there's a big old tug of war happening inside of me. Your bird is level 13? Well, good job. That is a good level to be at. And yeah, like, you know, a very good example is like that the Friday stream was kind of a mess, and then the Saturday stream was really good. So, like, you know, in terms of how I felt about it, in terms of me being relaxed and having fun and stuff. And what was I? Sorry, I got distracted. Hi the heck, Sanity. Hi. And yeah. Also, like, I seem to I've fallen back into a certain pattern. A pattern of like, you know, being obsessive about like watching some let's play, some VOD and stuff. And, you know, it's like fun and all. It's like, it's great, but you know, the obsessiveness means that I'm not really taking care of things. I keep forgetting things. I don't take care of other stuff, you know? I don't really take time to fully rest. And Yeah, today I'm gonna try to take some time to really do that. Like I've set my alarm for 8 p.m. and I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna really sit down and do some PMR and stuff. Yeah, the first step of dealing with burnout is allowing yourself to rest. Yeah. And thank you for the stretch, and also for unchewing my cables. Oh. Oh wait, that's not, sorry. Wait, that wasn't you. How about no? Why not? Yeah. So that's it. It might be a decent subject for the art today, as you said, inches. And also because, like, you know, yesterday we watched Kiki's Delivery Service, which Kiki's Delivery Service is a very very ironic movie, because Kiki is clearly a boba, and no one really talks about that. And I think we as a society need to change that. You're suffering from burnout and not letting social stigma make you think otherwise. Yeah, that's the first real step. Yeah. But yeah, no, seriously speaking, that movie is kind of about burnout, actually. Which is funny, because it's like about a 13-year-old girl. But yeah. It's about, you know, trying to, you know, find your place in the world, and feeling like you need to do a certain thing, and then like finding that the thing doesn't come naturally anymore at some point because you're forcing it in some sense. I don't know. It's like most Ghibli movies, it's not that easy to really summarize. It's more vibe based. Yeah. I'm having a hard time focusing on what I'm saying because there's a bunch of nonsense going on in chat. All silly people. Silly peoples. Silly people with silly peepers. So yeah, well, yeah, that would be like 2 suggestions I have for today. Is like, rest, which I think we have done before, maybe? Have we done rest? Let me double check here. Like playlists? Oh, come on. Oh, right, introspective. Oh, but it's hello. This is not what I wanted to do. Hang on. Ah. Help! I'm getting lost on my own YouTube channel. Okay, did we have rest? Allowing for rest, yes. 2 months ago, oh. Really? Okay. Well, darn. I guess that was pretty recent. I really gotta go. Okay, take care. Thank you for dropping by. Es tut mir Billy. Oh no. I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing with burnout. I mean, honestly, they wouldn't be diagnosed with burnout, but they could easily be diagnosed with symptoms of burnout. If that was something, I mean, there is such a thing as like hereditary PTSD, I think. Hang on, is that what it's called? Hereditary PTSD? It's not hereditary? Okay. I don't know. It's one of those things. It's one of those things. There have been some inherited, yeah, like it's one of those epigenetic things, right? Where the expression of your genes can change in such a way where you respond to the same stimulus as one of your parents with like a similar traumatic response, a similar stress response. So yeah, I'm not sure how proven that is. I've seen like a documentary where they tried it out. Like they talked to the children and grandchildren of Auschwitz survivors, and like they reported having like, you know, dreams about like stuff, you know, similar things, and getting like responding with a stress response to certain things. Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to spread misinformation. I don't know. It was like, you know, kind of edited for a certain idea or something. Hi there, hentai. Welcome. How are you doing? Would you like to join today? We're doing a thing. Would you like me to explain what the thing is? What thing? The thing is, basically, hang on. Let me play the thing, by which I mean a different thing. Thing B. Let me thing B in order to explain thing A. Therapy is a way to connect to and explore your deepest thoughts and emotions using art. It can be hard to find the words to really grasp those feelings and get them out there, and art can offer a gentle and safe way to unearth what goes on deep inside. And you might be surprised what you'll find there. You know, sometimes you think you know what something looks like, but then when you sit down to draw it, you realize you actually have no idea. Trying to depict your feelings makes you really have to understand what they are. Doing this in a group setting can provide a healing sense of connectedness and offer up whole new perspectives on your own inner world. I'm not a therapist myself, but I developed an interactive stream concept based on my own experiences with art therapy called Introspective Art, which I stream every Sunday on Twitch and YouTube. You don't have to be a great artist to take part. It's all about the process of expressing yourself and sharing it with others. So come hang out sometime. Yes. This thing. This unskippable cinematic again, I know, right? Like, what the hell? But you know what? Maybe it isn't unskippable. Maybe it's like a quick time event and you just keep failing it. And it's all your fault that it isn't skippable just because you keep failing to skip it. Don't you just feel terrible about yourself right now? Anyway, hi. It's hiding a load zone. Oh yes, absolutely. You're an okay. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to question your epic gamerness. I'm now stuck with Teo forever. He's never leaving Twitch, and if he does ever live in his walls because he is German. I thought you were already... Okay, I guess you were living in my house. I guess you'll in-wall yourself if I leave Twitch. Okay, fair enough. I guess that is a very reasonable reaction. So yeah. We're always looking for new people to join us for this. Because this is a nice little thing we do every Sunday. I wonder what I'm doing animation activities for my class. I'm just finishing it up. Okay, no worries then. Well then, thank you for being here. I will wallify myself in your house. Perfectly reasonable, yes. I will not question that. Yeah. And activities. Ooh. good luck with that. So, now we still need to pick a subject. I guess rest is kind of out of the question since we did that like 2 months-ish ago. So, the previous idea that I had the last time and last time, take care, still stands. The masks we wear. Yeah, the masking thing. You gonna go with this one this time? Yeah. Yeah, that was another suggestion. I don't remember what other suggestions there were last time. Unless someone gives me a reason to stay in the next 5 seconds, because we're very cool and stuff. Ah! Brainless! Hello! Base pigeon friend. Hi! Thank you for the lurk. Have a good time at work. Nice. I don't even remember what reason I gave. But I'm sure it must have been a good one. So we all good with the mask idea? It's not necessarily even just masking, although, I mean, the term masking is strongly because we're cool. Oh yeah. See?
Hello.
Hi, Super. Yeah. So, right, yeah, the term masking is strongly associated with, like, autism and stuff, but I guess it's not necessarily just that. I mean, ultimately, like, everyone masks. Man. It's no wonder that, like, Japanese people have such a hard time pronouncing English. Masks. I used the most convenient word in my brain that happened to be it. No, I know. I'm not sure. When I do that kind of thing, it's not me like critiquing the way that you wrote your message. It's just like me being freaking quite possibly autistic, and like, you know, thinking way too much about words and their specific meaning and stuff. You know, considering every angle. The only thing dumb in English, they break the rules of what that word is. Syllables? Hey, you? Yes? Yes, what's up, Super? What's up, Super? They break the rules of what that word is. And how so? Remember when I told you I felt off last week? Yes. Did you find a better way to describe it? Syllables, I hardly know her. Okay, it feels worse today. Huh. Is there anything we can do about that? Oh. Otis, please explain that joke. Please explain what that means. Friends company, I guess, even though I can't talk about it. Oh. Okay. I guess we can offer that. Alright. Is there any subject you would like to suggest? We're thinking about masks and stuff, but, you know, my brain's kind of firing on all cylinders, so like any process might happen. Fair enough. It has irregular inconsistency. Oh. Yes. The subject of expectations. Oh yeah, man, that's always a good one. Masks is a good one? Oh man, it's gonna be hard to tell henpai and suga apart. They're both same kind of blue and the same length and the same badge on my screen. And I hope you can find a way to figure out what that is and, you know, become able to like express it and express it and talk about it and yeah, and all that. like, hopefully find a way to, you know, heal from it. Or rather, to find what it is that your heart is telling you. Because that's, you know, that's what that emotion is. It's like your heart is saying something is wrong. So that's why, you know, that's why there's really no such thing as negative emotions. It's just that emotions, you know, are there to tell you something. And sometimes that something is not very pleasant. But, you know, that's because, like, life often isn't very pleasant. It's not that it's telling me I know what's going on now, huh? Also, hello Slip. Took me some self-awareness. But the emotion from it. Why can't you talk about it then? My heart is screaming them at me? Slip. Yes. Yes, slip. You can't? Oh. Oh dear. Meanwhile, there's like freaking public displays of affection going on here. Dear me. Alright then, I guess we're officially going with the thing now. Then with the masks. Give yourself the time to feel it. We're here if you need us. Yeah. Alright. Reminds me of that one fanfiction where some guy's brain got splatted on the floor and some other guy slipped in it. Oh dear me. Aww. Oh, Suba. Sorry, the chat is just... the chat is just such an interesting melange right now. Hang on. Good lord. Yes, 2-9. Okay. That is currently an accurate representation of my brain at most times. Noted. Oh, very distracting from work. Sorry about that. That'll change in a moment. Sitting down in a Parisian subway station. Ooh. Oh me, oh my. That is how I like my chats to be. You know, so many people here. Yeah. Glad we finally got you on board. I mean, that was entirely up to me, showing up more to you and stuff. But yeah, where the heck am I? iPad. No, not iPad. Yes, iPad. Yes, iPad. Yes, iPad. Okay. The other thing I wanted to do was this. Okay. Okay, so today's subject is masks. Which, I assume that, like, this would also be something very, relevant to Suba, because I know Suba was streaming earlier. And, you know, that probably required some, you know, masking while those emotions are happening. Bunch of people Frenching while I'm trying to comfort my daughter and we're all somehow holding a conversation. Yeah. Stream twice. Also, your daughter? Wow. I didn't know you were that close. All the hugs to Super. It may hurt right now, but if you give yourself time to feel your emotions and process them, in the end, the hurt will fade away. Yeah. You guys are doing so well right now. I'm really glad. I'm really glad you guys are, you know, being so sweet to each other. Yeah. Makes me happy. I didn't think about that when I typed that. It just came naturally. I'm sure Subo doesn't mind. Alright. So yeah. I guess there isn't anyone here who isn't already who has the capacity to take part and isn't already familiar. So I don't need to explain in much more detail. Well, I guess I'll just do it, just in case, super quick. We're gonna have a countdown for like half an hour. It's not a super strict deadline, but it is a deadline to make sure that we don't like over perfectionist everything. Where the heck is my notepad? That is, there it is. Yeah, and yeah, we're gonna write. We're gonna draw. Probably, people have gotten really creative with like the kind of mediums they use. I have so many ideas. Please give them to us. Yeah. We're gonna take the subject of masks. Think what that means to us. Think about like the masks that we wear, like the ways we like change ourselves to fit into situations and stuff. And yeah. Gonna try to put that into an art piece. And yeah, then we're gonna submit it to this Google form, which is there in order to make sure that everyone has the freedom to do it anonymously if they choose to do so. And then yeah, we're gonna look at them one by one, and yeah, and give our impressions, say what it evokes in us, to give like you know, connect to each other and to possibly like you know, to possibly give some new perspectives on it. I guess a heart would be kind of the opposite of a mask with the truth and lies, but it's an option. Well, no sense talking about it. Go open MS Paint or whatever you have and then get to work. Alright. Let's start that timer. 30 minutes. Ikimashou. Of course, there's more time than 30 minutes, because we're gonna keep accepting new submissions for as long as like we're still talking about any that have already arrived. But yeah. Try not to take too long. Let me put this further over here. Okay, so again, what does it evoke in you? Situations, images, symbols. Try not to overthink it. So just to be clear, we can express what other people's art evokes in us. Yes. That is, yeah, for the feedback round. Hi there, Altarian. blank canvas is a reflection of my intelligence. Ah, limitless potential. You thought you could self-deprecate, but you didn't count on me. Right now my software of choice is evoking anger in me. Well, it's good that you recognize that. You think I'd self-deprecate? That's on you. Ooh. Is it Medibank slip? Medibank? With that? Of course we don't count on you. You're a goat, not an abacus. I mean, people count on sheep a lot. Very close. So. Hang on. Photoshop, ooh. People used to trade in goats, so, huh. You know what? That's a very good point. This is gonna be interesting. The freaking self-portrait. It'll be interesting to see how that works out. That compares to what I actually look like. I just kind of do it from memory. Not terribly close so far. Rip. This is bothering me now. And just look at yourself in OBS, but not at the human self. For all intents and purposes, and for the bit, I believe that you are an actual goat. Thank you. So to begs the question, do we have hoof-sized keys? Yes, I do. In fact, my keyboard is actually just like one of those climbing walls. And the keys are all like just the handholds. So it's very colorful. god, this... I hate this. Ah. Hang on. Here's like stuff. Yes. And now, here comes the fun part. Hang on. Not talking about top of my head. The fun part. Why do I look so angry? That doesn't matter. Because this was actually just performance art. Now, copy and paste and paste again. Hang on, how many do I want to do? We're at just about 20 minutes. Just to keep you all updated. How many? Yeah, no. I can think of 3 main ones. It's so funny how the phrase like yeah no has become such a thing. Like, what does that mean? I use it, but I don't really know how to explain what that means. So now, push down. Yeah. Okay, so. First of all, hang on, let me do a thing here. Dip. Hi. Introspective Art seems really cool. Oh, thank you. Is this your first time joining us for it? We wish we had time to join. Also want to spend at least some time doing 3D mocap animation. Need to pass. Oh, okay. No worries, no worries. Always appreciate all lurkers. You have a schedule for it? Yeah, it's always at the same time. Every Sunday, same time. Hang on. I am sticking too close to this thing. Actually, hang on. Doesn't make sense. Yeah, I guess it should be like this. Yeah. Oh, I'd love to have you next time. Okay, we're at about the halfway point. Like, I am gonna need to work fast. But I think it's realistic. Okay, now for the main reason we need to use a reference. Get up, out, and do work that needs my full attention? Aw. Sorry your chat had to go from this to second grade math and a dog named Prozac a few days ago. No, it's okay, it's okay. It's totally fine and good and stuff. Yeah. I'd love to have you again. Take care and have a good work. You know what? This needs to go. Good luck with the bees, indeed. Leave a lurk and try to focus on my text. Okay, good luck. Thank you for the lurk. Hmm. Tashka, have you considered winning always? What are you doing? I'm committed to animating Ralsei Deltarune instead of just random generic human. Nice. Doing okay? Good to hear. That is good to hear. Okay. Now, what I need to do is something. Going to submit. Thank you. Hi there, Mel. How is Mel doing? Oh boy. I did not consider that I need to add colors and stuff. Oops. That is the wrong layer. Okay. Oh, boo, 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 boo. You good? Huh? Am I crying again after submitting this? Oh. Oh dear. You just have a very, very big and powerful heart. So you have very big and powerful emotions. Okay. Oh god. There's very little time left. Don't wanna just hug me, I guess? Okay. Consider yourself hugged. Oh yeah, that's honestly not bad. Okay. Then know what? That's fine. Oh, hang on a second. Nope. Let's try again. No. Okay. Now there is this. A very complex one. And then, actually, butts. I guess this one, like, kind of needed to. I know. It's fine. Doesn't need to be... You know what? Honestly, that actually kind of enhances it. Now that I think about it. Yeah. Sketching. Ah, heck. Keep switching between the colors. The color stuff, like... That is something that is not very good about this this program. Sure. Yeah, okay. Inking. There's a frost moth. There's a frost mothy hole. Holy crap. Oh, the tracking keeps losing me. I keep slouching too much. 2 minutes left. Oh, I am mostly done. Although I would certainly enjoy being able to give this more color. That would not be a bad thing. Right now it's extremely monochrome. Okay, what I can do, one thing I can do is, can alpha lock this, and then add some nice, let's see. And you. And you, sure. That one, yeah, that one can just stay like that. Okay, and with that, time is up. And I don't know. I still want to. I do still want to hang on. How do I add color like that? Sure. Sure. Something. It's just way too gray. Otherwise, okay. That'll do. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Although, wait, one last thing. One last thing we should do is make my eyes look just a little less dead. It is recommended for your eyes to not be dead. Nine out of 10 doctors recommend not having dead eyes. Okay. So y'all, gonna put this away. Squidditch. And let's see. 2 submissions so far. Alright. Hi. Hello, this is Teiyu, your emotional support animal. Oh, I didn't realize we were still in this this view. Hang on. Hello. Still working on my submission. Okay, no worries, no worries.
Okay.
Hi. Thank you for the shout out. Yes.
Slight issue. I don't know where Kogam is. Yeah. So I'll just go and see if I can find it. Dragon Ridge and Kogam Village. Well, that was easy.
Hi. Neopets. That was Neopets? Hello. I am here. Now give me your wallets. What for? I do not understand. Hello. Pom 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 Orimian. And the Tank Man. Old Snow Killer. Yeah, hello. This is Teiyu. Teiyu. This is Teiyu. This is Teiyu. This is Teiyu. We're doing a thing. We're doing a thing here. That is, hello, thank you for the follow. Give the wallets to me instead. What do you want to do with them? I don't understand. Hang on, to show you what we're doing. Today the subject was masks, and we the idea was we draw something about like what that means to us, like emotionally speaking. Like the masks that we wear as like as people in daily life and stuff. T'es jus? What? I'll go buy a pain au chocolat. Oh, okay. Have fun. Like for instance, last year, this was my my own take on burnout. Just kind of being in this car that keeps moving and you're just kind of being dragged along while it went out of control and stuff. And yeah, we do that every Sunday, and people, well, we do that because like last year, did I say last year? Last time. I am very good at speaking. And this time, yeah, we also have people submitting their own art, and then we talk about it. And for instance, our first submission is this one. Yeah. Anyway, the furry Neopets or something. The furry Neopets. Wah. Wah wah wah. What does that mean? Isn't Neopets already furry? Also, hang on. How was your stream? How was your stream? I hope you had a good stream. How was Fortune Street? That is like kind of like what's it? It's not like Monopoly. No, it's different from Monopoly. It's a thing. It's a thing. Wait, what is it like? What is Fortune Street like? One of those Mario Party type things? Yes. Yes. And yeah. Sorry, my brain is like a little bit frazzled today. Hero, hello. Furry Neopets, because the characters are mostly quadrupeds, but they are bipeds in that game. Oh. Oh. I see. Oh, mama. Fortune Street, Boom Street is more like Monopoly than Mario Party. Oh, so it is, Okay. Well, did you have fun? I hope you did. I hope it was more fun than Monopoly is. Okay, so now, by the way, we don't always do like super mellow stuff like this, but this is our regular Sunday streams, our regular Introspective Art Sunday streams. Because like I have a bit of a focus on mental health and stuff, but we also just play games and stuff and vibe. So if you're into cozy vibes, then please join us. And also Pompon, if you like cute little vibes, cute little creature vibes, and people who are actually like really good at like modding games and stuff, putting their own characters in them. Yeah, please check out Pompon. Little guy streams. Little baby girl. You throw a die, purchase shops. People pay you if they step on them, but you can buy stocks, investing into your shops and manipulate the stocks. God, that does not sound fun. Not to me, at least. I imagine it could be fun when you're playing it with people and stuff. Okay, now, back to this important stuff. So, now, stay strong, Suba. Just stay strong. So, it's a burning mask. They're behind a mask that's smiling and stuff, and they are radiating with like emotion. They're like burning with emotion. And all cut up and stuff, all hurt. And the mask itself is like literally burning. Like it hurts to wear. The hurt in the face might actually be from the mask itself, because it hurts to wear. And then wait. I was thinking for a second that like below are just even more masks to wear. But like, those are masks watching. They're like facing towards her. And, kind of an acknowledgement that like everyone else is like wearing these masks too. Which, there's something like really unfortunate about that, isn't there? Like the other people you don't even see who is wearing the masks. It's like an empty theater of some sort, like a hollow theater where everyone is like in a performance and no one is really themselves. And that feels tragic. And it's like, why can't we all like just take these masks off and just just be there, like actually there? A painful performance for an illusory audience, yeah. What was that? I saw a comment earlier. Hey, you sucks. Izzy. Oh no. How dare you? Did I already say hi, Hero? I think I tried to say hi, Hero, but I'm not sure if it came through. Hello. Nice to see you. They've burned through so many masks and are prepared for more. Oh. It might be. Your favorite cheat, indeed. The masks aren't listening, but regardless, they give the impression of eyes watching. Aww. There's like a certain sense here of like, that you realize that everyone else is wearing these masks, so you feel like you also have to. Because like no one else is showing such strong emotion so openly. And I don't know. I hope like it helps that like we can hopefully offer this space here where at least for a bit you can drop it and just let yourself be true. Yeah. Right. What did you have to say? Nothing. Okay. Fair enough. Okay, next one. Thank you for submitting that, and I hope it helped you. I see a star of the show burning themselves up. Oh, sent mine in, thank you. Yeah. That is actually like a very common cause of like burnout, you know, like you often hear it from like, you know, VTubers especially, you know, VTubers are like the epitome of mask, like especially the corporate ones, where like, you know, there's some truth there, of course, like a lot of truth shines through in it. You can't perform like just a completely created character that much, but you know, it's emotional labor to just be in one particular way, even when it's not quite what really comes natural. And it, you know, it burns you up. It literally does. Now, hello there. This one has a very, this one has a feel of like, what's it called? Like post-apocalypse? Like someone is wearing a mask that is not like, it doesn't feel like the kind of mask that you just wear for like social situations to like fit in or something. This feels like survival mode, like they need to wear this mask literally to survive, because out there is a fucking war zone. Out there the air is harmful to breathe, there's murder everywhere, and radiation, everything has gone to shit. And man, it's like some intense survival mode. Also a little bit of an impression of like, you know, feeling like you need to put up strong facade, like, which I guess also goes hand in hand. Like people who feel like they need to put on this strong facade, this, like they need to act big and tough and not show any emotion, often I think feel that way because, you know, they've been given to understand that the world is just really brutal, cruel, and mean, and they have to basically assert dominance, show themselves like indomitable, so no one will try and, you know, mess with them. Basically like, you know, like a dog barking at everything, because ultimately they're afraid, but they have to show like, you know, this strong facade, strong, like, don't mess with me, I'll fuck you up. It's also very dehumanizing, hiding everything but the eyes, and it wasn't uncommon for these masks to have darkened lenses, yeah. Yeah. Another interesting thing is like, that, oh, the blood is from outside, like from someone else. I just took it as like a, you know, part of the, I guess maybe they really do have to fight for their survival, you know, like just kind of adding to that sense. Like they really need to not just project this strength, but really prove it by not just saying they're gonna fuck you up, but in fact fucking people up. I feel the blood could also symbolize the tears of humanity that may or may not be shed behind the mask. Ooh. Oh. That is a very interesting point, yeah. The fact that it's like over the eye like that. Oh. Or maybe like, you know, the fact that it's over the eye could also be like kind of blinding you. Like you would want to be able to see the good and all that, but you've just been blinded by the brutality. The eyes also seem to droop into a muted sadness, as if there's regret that's bleeding through even the mask itself. Yeah. Could even be kind of seen like, you know, there's a certain shape like in the middle of the mask that kind of, you could kind of read that as like clenched teeth, like I still take submissions because I have one that just so happens to fit in this theme, and it is actually event art, but I made it way back in high school. Sure. If it fits the theme, let's go. Also, I just realized, frickin' Lapate. Is Lapate here? I don't think Lapate is here. They wanted to submit something this week. Alright, that's all I have to say about that. Let's see. I have always felt strange about my face. Not in a good or bad way, just strange. If I could, I would wear a mask everywhere. Not because I think I'm ugly, even though I do, but because I feel like it would better represent who I am. Interesting. That is not the sense I would have gotten from this. So is this who you think most closely represents you? I mean, you don't have to answer that if you don't want to, you know, if you don't want to, like, make yourself known as the artist. But, oh, I would be curious to hear more about that. I'm curious to hear more about, like, why you feel like this is a mask you would want to wear. Like, this feels more true to yourself. Interesting how, like, we got such different vibes from this, such different ideas. The cost of survival with this mask is pain and misery, and the blood is in the eye because you must become desensitized to it. Oh. Yeah. Very real, very real. Okay. Onward to the next one then. Oof. The druid has not left that cave, unfortunately. Unfortunate. Wow. Okay, let me try and just see the mood here first. I feel like I'm looking too much into like symbolism and stuff. But first of all, I should just analyze the mood, like what feeling this gives. And like there's the feeling, just the shapes and the colors and stuff give me is like of muted pain. Like there's an old pain there and a hole that's like tearing up, like kind of breaking open. Which, oh. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, something breaking apart. Falling into the abyss. Okay. Petrified is the past. Unstoppable is the future. Void is the present. Wear them without a say. until your visage is molded by the passage of time. Will your face be strong enough to change, or will you become your own monster? Oh. Oh. Petrified is the past, unstoppable is the future, void is the present. So, the past cannot be changed. The future will come and you cannot change it. And in the present is trying to numb basically the pain or something. With, the use of a mask, trying to, numb that feeling of like, that's very, that reminds me of like the antithesis of mindfulness, which is, we always are not present in the moment because we're busy being stuck in like the past, thinking about the past and like things we would have liked to change, things we wish were different, or thinking about the future and stuck in that, and or thinking about how we wish things were right now, but not really in the moment, taking it in as it is. We're just kind of numbing that. Filling ourselves with like, these stimuli just to feel something, but not really deal with the things as they are. Wear them without a say until your visage is molded by the passage of time. Oh. So, wear masks without having anything to say about it, without feeling like you have a choice. Until your face molds to the shape of the mask itself. Oh. Which I guess there is a certain sense of like, take it till you make it. Then that last paragraph is interesting in that context. Will your face be strong enough to change, or will you become your own monster? This seems at first kind of what's the word? Ironic? Like kind of paradoxical is the word I was looking for. Because like, will your face be strong enough to change? Will your face be strong enough to change into that visage molded by the mask? That seems... Why would your face need to be strong for that? Wouldn't your face be weak to be changed by the mask? Or is... What makes more sense to me personally is the idea that like a monster being your own monster is actually a good thing. Like that monster is not a negative thing. Then again, no. Strength is not a bad thing. Will your face be strong enough to change? I guess maybe... Oh. Then again, wait. There's a difference there. There's a difference between being molded and changing. Because like being molded is like a passive thing. But the strength is in... the strength is in changing despite the mask, I think. Okay, wait, here. Hang on, now it makes sense. Or you will become your own monster, turning into the visage that you have put upon yourself. which reminds me a lot of Hollowness by Minami. That music video, Be Aware, has like some maybe possibly a little bit disturbing imagery. Yeah. Good taste in music. But yeah, it's incredibly powerful. So yeah, this whole feels like, it feels like, you know, the void that is like consuming this pain that you're hiding. Or it could also be, you know, the mask breaking away. You could see it both ways. Okay. Very specific vibe. The PS2 startup screen, but it's gone terribly wrong and confronts you with your deepest regrets. Just vibes based on the visual component. With a poem, this becomes menacing, yeah. This sounds like a reading by the Oracle of Delphi, kind of vague, but it gives a general vibe of the danger of losing your own identity. Maybe your face needs to be strong enough to support walking around with a fake identity you didn't choose and the monsters you breaking free from it. Yeah, something like that. Something like that was what I first thought, but no, I think I'm sticking to what I changed it to. Makes a lot of sense if you imagine the poems being spoken by an overbearing authority, perhaps society at large. Oh, that could also be. That could also be. I see it as the mask is molding you. You're becoming worse for pretending to be something you're not, and being strong enough to change means not changing into the shape of the mask, but rather changing out of the mask and becoming stronger in your own will. Yeah. I would say this was the intent, but people can read it however they please. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Thank you for that submission. The notes they added is shut up. Okay. If Izzy hadn't given away who made this, that would have done it. Put the URL here, please. Whoop. There's a YouTube link. Is this? Ooh. Take Your Mask Off by Tyler the Creator. Oh, hello. But yeah, dim. Dancho! Dancho! Hi! Hi. This is Tayu, your emotional support animal. I'm a burgeoning mental health, not mental health, yes, mental health. We're doing a mental health thing. So in that sense, we're doing mental health, yes. Video essayist, cozy vibes, hi. Everyone, if you like cozy vibes and you like singing and you like the cutest thing in the universe, then please follow.
Yeah. Here's your great start to 2023. True. Clip it now!
I love her so much. Frickin' Aster. Aster, you bless me. You bless me so much with your existence. Perfect clip. Yes, hello. Hi there, Azu. Hi there, Matthew. Hi there, Alturian. Hello there, welcome in Doodle and Marquise Raven. Right now, by the way, we're doing a thing. Where let me just play the unskippable cutscene again. Sorry, you'll have to deal with it. Art therapy is a way to connect to and explore your deepest thoughts and emotions using art. It can be hard to find the words to really grasp those feelings and get them out there, and art can offer a gentle and safe way to unearth what goes on deep inside. And you might be surprised what you'll find there. You know, sometimes you think you know what something looks like, but then when you sit down to draw it, you realize you actually have no idea. Trying to depict your feelings makes you really have to understand what they are. Doing this in a group setting can provide a healing sense of connectedness and offer up whole new perspectives on your own inner world. I'm not a therapist myself, but I developed an interactive stream concept based on my own experiences with art therapy called Introspective Art, which I stream every Sunday on Twitch and YouTube. You don't have to be a great artist to take part. It's all about the process of expressing yourself and sharing it with others. So come hang out sometime. Come hang out sometime. Yes. Hello. Ugh. Okay. Let me. Okay. Let me scroll back up. Get owned, yeah. Aster, you just missed Teo getting absolutely destroyed by me, the strongest Ba. Teo was crying and sobbing. Teo was on the ground, all covered in snot and tears. It is true. It is extremely true. Like, they had to call the cops, the ambulance. There was mass upheaval. Yes. Also, Izzy is very cute. Anyway. How was music? How was music, Dancho? And also have a good rest, Dancho. And I love you. And yes. We're doing a mental health, yes. Also that was a hydrate. Thank you for the hydrate. Perfect clip, yes. Aster is so cute, she is. Dan-chan. Dan-chan. Yeah. Hello there, Trollius. Yeah, this is pretty powerful stuff. And if you like powerful stuff like this, come here every Sunday at the same time. Because I just experienced some heavy IRL stuff that I think unfit to talk about here. Aw. I mean, you can talk about it here. This is a space where we can talk about stuff like that. Yeah, absolutely. Sundays around this time, that is a good time for it. I love you too. How's stream going? Stream is going alright. Especially now that you're here. But yeah, don't feel like you need to stay. You gotta take care of yourself. Gotta get some rest. Gotta I don't know, do whatever it is you do. Brush your teeth and stuff. Especially after all that cake you've been eating. Okay. Yeah. I listen to you in the background, the most comfiest of bedtime streamers. Yeah, today is definitely a better bedtime vibe than 2 days ago when I was yelling at Hollow Knight bosses. But yeah, if you would like to talk about it, please feel free to do so. It is alright. Now, I'm not gonna play Take Your Mask Off by Tyler the Creator, but that does tell me who submitted this next submission. Yeah, I saw. Sorry. I didn't respond to it, but yeah. Thank you for submitting the thing. I'll be curious to see it. Okay. Oh. Okay, so here we have some very colorful, idyllic vibes. There's a strong sense there of like upward motion, like with the figure, like very pointed upwards, throwing away this mask. Yeah, definitely throwing it away. Like at first it seems like you might think that they're reaching out, but Yeah, no, the you can tell that like, yeah, what seems to be blood on the mask is like dripping down, like it's getting splooshed off. I say getting splooshed off as if like that's a verb that exists. And yeah. The color of the sky suggests like a new dawn, perhaps? I believe it. The hills suggest like freedom, like there's actually kind of a transition in the ground from like just plain grass to grass with flowers, and then grass with like butterflies flying on top of it in all sorts of colors. And it feels like an increase in like upward motion and liveliness. Can you share non-visual art? It is not preferred, but yeah, you can. Also, yeah, there's a theme, yes. There is a theme. It's not a general like art review thing, but yeah. Yeah, we get together every Sunday and like we decide on, you know, a subject together. Struggling a bit to interpret this one. I don't know, I'm finding it pretty clear to me, at least. Like I mean, there's probably some stuff that I'm missing. Like I'm not entirely sure about like the why there's that bright yellow. Maybe the song would help. I can't play copyrighted music on the stream. You know, I'm gonna get claimed. They're gonna claim me as a person. Gotta come to my house and be like, well, taking you with us. But yeah, there's that gray mask, a very gray mask, very neutral, and, you know, bleeding, which, where's that blood coming from, actually? Like, that's a good point. Like, was it so melded to your face that you had to just painfully tear it off? That is worrisome. But all the more, like, you know, what's the word? Commendable, I guess. Sure, that you managed to do it, because it must have been very difficult. And then, like, the contrast is so intense between the grayness of the mask and the intense color of yourself. Although there is some grayness in there still, like in the top that you're wearing. But yeah, it's just a little bit there. I mean, you won't be able to get rid of it entirely. We do kind of become a masks a little bit. Like, personality is ultimately kind of a, you know, just repeating patterns. Like we become more and more what we repeat more and more. Like our good old pal James Clear of Atomic Habits fame said, like, it's everything we do is a vote for a certain kind of person we can become. So yeah, it stays with you, but it, you know, it's not something that is impossible to remove. It's just a top. You can take it off, and, you know, it's, I mean, clearly, like, the mask was something that served a purpose, right? It's not necessarily a super bad thing to have some gray with you, to just, you know, do great things with, to get through something, to just function in a particular situation where other forms of being wouldn't suffice, you know, that kind of stuff. But yeah. I don't know. Let's see, what else do we have? What have you guys been saying? Blah, 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 blah. Freedom, yes. Freedom indeed. I'm glad to see the recurrence of blood on masks. It is wonderful, isn't it? Do I need to interpret this one? If you talk over it, it should be fine. You can see the general message of throwing the mask away, but I can't tell what deeper meaning there is. I mean, what deeper meaning does there need to be? I see just a sense of, you know, wanting to be free of artifice, wanting to be free of that the shackles we put upon ourselves, and trying to just, like, you know, become your own self, become who you really are, or, like, you know, figure out what that is. What is the vibe? Ashka, what is the vibe? The vibes are... It's a big old collage of feelings, you know? Happiness and comfort, the usual anxieties. But yeah, mostly good. Yeah. Okay. The link I shared is a song that is very relevant for the art piece. Okay, fine. I'm gonna read the lyrics. Tyler, the creator. Take your mask off. La 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 ooh. Sorry. Big guns, what you got, huh? Slat and pop back at the ops, gang this or you gang that. Don't let them know that you regret how you became that. A good kid, fine home, mom and dad and the pig. A little middle class money every Christmas legit. Family trips, Ivy bound and one day hit a switch. You ain't wanna be seen as a bitch, cause... And none of them face tats gonna hide the fact that you sad, bruh. You ain't a thug, you was in drama club, you's an actor. But now, cause getting validation from the dumb and confused, hey blood. Now you're facing 5 to 10 cause you got something to prove. Let's talk about it. And I hope you find yourself, and I hope you find yourself, yeah. And I hope you take your mask off, sad story, yeah. Preacher man, preach. You make these folks think you got something to teach, like you ain't lying. Big bang from them collections, but what you buying? Ain't too fond of them gays, you don't deny it, wait. Since a kid you knew something was up, bet you thinking God would hate you so you covered it up. Gotta hide how you live, what you really enjoy. So you got a wife, got a kid, but you be fucking them boys. Sick of all the shame, sick of all the pain that's within. Scared of being seen, tired of rebuking a sin. Trade it all to be free and shine bright like the sun. But you back on that religious shit as soon as you come. Let's talk about it. Oh man, this is directed at a bunch of people, isn't it? When will the subject be big shot? I don't know. Hey there, Leppen. Take care, Trollius. First well. Thank you for being here. You should try this introspective art thing, yes. And I hope you find yourself, and I hope you find yourself, and I hope you take your mask off, Big ass house that's on the hill. Big ass wheels in the garage, rage, hope you find yourself. 3 cute kids that's in your arms. Your husband just made another mill, you want your life back and a massage, tired of being at home, personality gone. Body ain't been the same, nah. Postpartum is long, your identity gone. Mama, your first name, your last one got changed. They dream about your nest, but you crave flying alone, Maine. Oh, you would start all over if we keepin' it real. Current life is full, but you ain't feeling fulfilled. Fantasize about the dream you left on the shelf. Can't even get alone time to think of killing yourself. Let's talk about it. And I hope you find yourself. It's feeling narrow. Hope you find yourself, and I hope you find yourself, and I hope you take your mask off. Oh. Keep that shit 100 with you, with self. You don't have to put on no costume. You don't ever have to lie to kick it. Yeah, tool won't stay hard. Pain in your chest, hair falling out, won't blame it on the stress. Claims new partners, blame it on your ex. Chest claims it's a reflex, try to blame it on the cook. Look boy, keep running, you'll be cramping in your foot. Nervous, then you notice ain't no service on the hook. Paranoid's in 19, nervous system shook. Better sit the fuck down or that skull getting took. That's $10 million invested, no justifying that. Trying to sell them weird as clothes, nobody buying that. Sentiment is right, but your audience isn't racked enough. That shit is a failure, my N-word. Gone and had it and peg it up. And put it in the trunk, you talk a lot of shit to not even be number one, no. Your beats ain't pacing, them songs ain't slapping, your raps ain't taking ranking. Is this a freaking... Is this a freaking, like, diss track? Is this a diss track? Why is this a diss track? Your stage presence don't even be in the conversation, go home, you ain't gotta hide the truth. Tell your family why you're such a recluse, tell your spirit why you're feeling it's a rap in the booth. Dog, how dare you try to ruin her marriage, come on, claim you never wore a mask or how you don't get embarrassed. Boy, you selfish as fuck, that's really why you're scared of being a parent. Boy, that therapy needed, I dare you to seek it, but I'll lose a bet, your respect won't get given until we post on your death. It's clear you wish you got your flowers sent, you eating fertilizer to balance shit. Now go and stand in the sun, using fake tears to water your roots, take that mask off and tell them the truth. Let's talk about it, N-word. And I hope you find yourself, and I hope you find yourself, and I hope you take your mask off. Okay, we have read the lyrics. And I'm going to take a 5-minute break because there's an ad break incoming, and I don't want anyone to miss, like, me actually talking about the art and stuff. So, yeah. Would it be okay to look at mine next? I've got to go back to work in about 15 minutes. Oh, okay. Okay, we shall. But yeah. Now we have to be right back. Look. Hello. Look at that! It's nodding at me. Yeah. Kitty cat. Yeah. Cat videos. Yeah, you understand. And of course,
have a bit of the same brain.
Show it to me. Show me the big booty. Very good, very good.
And with the reflection too.
With a reflection, man, that is some detail.
Not a
Thumbs
badass
up.
over here.
Nice. Okay, but
I used to fill the full screen.
But
Okay,
I see.
it does fill the full screen. Thank you,
I
Pam.
comprehend. I regret.
I am an amateur.
We got something among us. And I think it's... I'm ready to be voted off the ship now.
I was gonna say, we can all just go play Among Us at this rate.
Tommy Fool, pizza tasty, good, nice to meet, things okay. That was their comment. Aww. That is so pure. Tummy full, pizza tasty, good, nice to meet, things okay. It is strong desire to play with your goat ears. Well, you're gonna have to prove yourself worthy of the goat ears. Answer me these riddles 3. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? And who's a good boy? What? Oh, duh? Oh, yeah. I don't know. I have no idea what I just did. I'm just, hang on. I need a pee break. えってなんだよ。Hello, pig. Oh, look at me, I'm a pig, I'm dead. Look at my rotting corpse. Hello, dummy. How are you doing? I might be dead, but I'm happy. Oh, hello, Rex. Let me just go to somewhere else. Hi, Alex. Thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Hang on, let me give you a shout out. I'll just give myself a hat pat. There we go. Hi. Oh God! Art therapy is a way to connect and explore thoughts and... Stop. Hello. Okay. Good day. I can still stick around for a bit if you want to check out my next... Yes, I will. Already got it locked and loaded. Wait, although I didn't... Wait, no, I did. I did? Wait, did I? No, I did not. Hang on. We still need to. For this piece, the commentary was, the moment I heard this prompt, I had this song and this visual in mind. It is freeing, but it is painful. But with that freedom comes the greatest happiness one can find. I hope you find yourself. Hope you take your mask off. Also, the fact I was thinking of Tyler, the Creator's song, is probably why I subconsciously drew a bunch of visual cues from the cover of his album Flower Boy. Ah, okay. Gotcha. Okay. And this one, hero submission. Super-duper-doo. Interesting. So there's an interesting juxtaposition there of like the My Little Pony thing. Which, like, you know, My Little Pony, like very emotions, very cute, very wholesome. That's the word. Very wholesome. And then there's this rather depressing, kind of mildly gory, I think, even character. Also wearing a mask, yes, very fittingly. Kind of cyborgified, kind of like feels very kind of fake. Like not fake, but like constructed. Yeah, we'll read the explanation afterwards. First of all, the idea is that first of all we give our own impressions, and then read what the person had to say, and then respond to that again. You know. An interesting thing is like, there's a third eye there. That is interesting. A third eye. So, it looks kind of like, at first it looks kind of like threatening. Kind of, no, not threatening necessarily, but like scary. Like the face, on the mask at least, is actually kind of friendly. Like I kind of want to pet it, if it's like sanitary to do so. Like, you know, but like this kind of sad eye there, and you know, a little bit of a dopey smile, like, I know. And you know, holding this little My Little Pony keychain or something, which it's like, it kind of gives the impression of something that was like reconstructed into like a pony shape, like it's something that was like brought back from the brink of death or something, or constructed out of straight up dead parts. And you know, with finding My Little Pony or something, it just managed to, you know, find a shape that it like wants to be in this new life. Like there, with the mask cracking and like, you know, a bit of a smile and like that keychain and everything, get the impression of like just a little bit of hope in, you know, a painful existence, a painful kind of fake feeling existence. Like you're not really yourself, you don't really know what yourself is, everything kind of hurts, but you found this little ray of something that like makes you feel again. It feels like you have a heart again, you know, something like that. Welcome back, Suba. Very mechanical, as if its emotions and reactions are already laid out and pre-constructed. Maybe. Also, did I say hi, Luppen? Hello, Luppen. Well, let me scroll up. Did I miss anything important? Tyler amped that last verse at himself. Oh, interesting. Self-diss track. Huh. Did somebody drop a beat on this? Yeah. You guys are kind of close. Alright, let's see. What did you have to say? So this needs some context. For one, back in high school, I was really into My Little Pony. It was that whole brony thing, so I was knee-deep in that. This is why this is a pony. This was also around the time I was really into the Persona series as well. If you don't know, Persona is a video game that has a lot of elements about the human mind. Specifically, I was into Persona 4 at the time. In Persona 4, the bosses you fought were monsters created by the repressed thoughts of the main characters, and the design of the monster would symbolically reflect those oppressed thoughts. So in high school, that's what I did for my event art. I would create monsters that would symbolize what I was feeling at the time. When I made this piece, I was in a place where I didn't have anyone around me that I could truly connect with. That and I was too scared to show my true interests, in fear of being mocked or shamed. But I still wanted to interact with people, so I'd just lie about my interests just to fit in. This made me feel very fake, like I was wearing a mask hiding my true self, and parading around a fake me that would fit in with everyone else. It made me feel more like a machine than a person at times, and this is what I drew to reflect that. Huh. Ah. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, I like a really cute dude, though. Yeah. Yeah, I can kind of see that. Yeah, I can see that. Well, thank you for sharing that. That is very interesting. You know, that's interesting to see like some vent art from like the teenage years. Like, you know, we always like tend to look down on teenagers for being so like moody and emotional, dramatic and stuff. But like, I don't know. There's something very real about that. Like, I mean, it's not like they're unjustified in it. Life is hard and nobody does understand, you know? So, yeah. Da-ba-da-ba-da. Here is another thing. Alright. On to the next one. No problem, I've got to get going now. Okay, take care. Hope to see you again next time. A good time at work, I think it was. Yeah. Interesting. So, what is the vibe here? This is a very interesting vibe. But it's hard to pinpoint, because it's like not super like in your face or anything. Oh. Give me a drink, bartender, yeah. I don't know, maybe it'll come to me. I'm trying to just take in like the vibe of the colors and the shapes and stuff. Oh, there's something there. There's something there that I find having a hard time really putting my finger on. The sketchiness is really, it's really doing something. But yeah, in terms of like the imagery, it's you know, quite obvious there's one person with a mask, you know, the smiling mask, and behind that mask they're crying, and they're notably the only person with a mask around here. Like they feel like they're the only one with that mask. Though everyone else, you know, they're kind of, almost everyone is like just kind of in the background. It's kind of melding into it. I almost want to say like there's a potential like parallel there between the shapes of the humans and the shapes of the bottles in the shelf. The bottles? Is it just me, or are the bottles empty? Are the people empty too? I don't know. I don't know if I'm reading too far into it. But yeah, a social situation where like you're just standing there. You're trying to be like everyone else, and the only way you know how is like to put on this mask. And really, you're crying underneath. You want to express that you're crying. You know, speaking like you, but like, you know, that's a general you. I'm not saying like that is what this means. That's not what I'm trying to do. But yeah. Um. Hmm. Hmm. Man, I don't know. I can relate. This shows the artist not feeling like he can be himself while trying to socialize and make friends. Oh. Yeah. Bars are meant to be a gathering place where people can unwind and have fun, but here it seems that the person in the mask is failing to find sad fun. Yeah, being alone while well, among others. You know, that's a very relatable one. Which, I mean, that's an interesting paradox, isn't it? We feel like we need to put on a mask in order to fit in. But by wearing that mask and not being truly ourselves, we cannot possibly connect to others. That connection requires us to be there in the moment authentically. And that connection cannot happen if we aren't. That connection is hampered by the mask that we think we need to wear in order to make the connection. It's so backwards. God damn. God damn, we really need to find an alternative to masks. Like, throw out all the masks. Just find ways in which you can be yourself without, like, you know, without falling into the pitfalls that you might otherwise. But, like, that doesn't have to be so false, like, right? Is there a way to do that? I don't know. But we have to find a way. Ugh. Man. Yeah. Yeah. So, let me see. What was your commentary for this? I wear many masks IRL, one of which I wear the most is happiness. Makes people feel relaxed around me and makes it more bearable for them to be around me. Often they hurt me in ways they do not realize, but yet I smile. Someday I wish not needing to wear one ever again. Yeah. Yeah, that stuff hurts. Like, forcing that happiness. So painful. And yeah, I really do wish that for you too. That you don't feel the need to do that. Like, maybe, you know, I've I don't know. Like, I guess that's kind of what I'm trying to do here, is to give people a space where, you know, it's okay to be unhappy. It's okay to be sad. And you can see that, you know, that's okay, and no one's going to, like, reject you for it. In fact, people often feel more at ease because you showed them that. At least certain people will. A lot of people will feel, like, you know, stressed out by that, you know, overwhelmed. But that's okay too. It doesn't have to please everyone. You get to take up some space and, you know, not be palatable to everyone. That's okay. You get to live and feel. Talks to the artist, yeah. Okay. And now to our final submission. face I must wear that I want you to see is the truth that I bear, the perspective of me. My struggles are there, but you don't agree. So the mask that I wear is my truth times by 3. Wait, that sounds very familiar. That sounds very familiar. Oh, so we have the person in question, an angry person, well, 3 angry people offering, yeah, happy masks, or, well, not offering. They're not offering, they're trying to make you, but no. You're rejecting them. You're rejecting the masks. And, you know, that takes a lot of strength. The face I must wear that I want you to see is the truth that I bear, the perspective of me. My struggles are there, but you don't agree, so the mask that I wear is my truth times by 3. Oh. So wait. The face I must wear that I want you to see is the truth that I bear, the perspective of me. So it's like, the face you must wear that is the one that you want others to see, hey there, Moore, is, you want others to see a truth of yourself. Not necessarily the whole, entire, full truth, necessarily, but like a perspective, like something real. Think. The struggles are there, but if they don't agree, so, interesting. So, the struggles are there, but they don't agree, so you wear... So, like, you defiantly... Like, you defiantly... Like, even increase what you show? Like, you make it even stronger? I don't know, it's surprisingly hard to interpret this poem for some reason. Is my truth times by 3, so the mask that I wear is your truth even more. I don't know, I might be entirely off with my interpretation, but yeah, it feels like, it feels like a choice to be more truthful, but no, maybe a certain concession that, like, I don't know if that concession is really there. The face I must wear that I want you to see is the truth that I bear. Like, it is something, there is something genuine there, but it's something that you bear, like something that you want to show. Like, you don't just burst out like everything that is there necessarily. Yeah, I think that's right. The mask that I wear is my truth times by 3. Oh, my truth times by 3. I'm having a hard time not reading that as just like, yeah, no, defiantly, even more so showing like your truth, like an intensified version of it. I don't know. I feel like I feel like I need to be saying so much more, but I don't know. I'm having a hard time. Honest about issues, but others reject this either as a mask or feel the need to apply a mask. So the mask is externally rather than internally imposed. Yeah. Okay, let me see. What was your commentary? I don't think I've ever done the autistic masking thing that much, because I've been misunderstood all my life, and it probably deterred me from pretending to be something I'm not, because that would make people think everything is fine when it's not. I just want people to understand the truth from my perspective. I feel horrendous anxiety when people have the wrong idea about me, or think I'm in the wrong when they're the one who really hurt me. And on the flip side, I don't give a fuck if people judge me for something I'm not ashamed of. So in the drawing, I'm refusing the mask that people expect me to wear to play by society's stupid little mind games. No, I will not sit idly by with a fake happy face when that face is not my own, because doing so will only result in my suffering. And for the sake of what? The comfort of people who get judgmental if you don't let them turn a blind eye to the fact that they're not perfect? But some people don't believe my suffering is real when I express it how I would naturally, so ironically I end up masking in a different way, occasionally somewhat exaggerating my reactions or making conscious decisions to show what I'm feeling on my face, so that people will be aware that I'm actually feeling the things they would dare to accuse me of not being real or valid. Oh. Okay, so yeah, I got that kind of right actually, huh. The color choices aren't really meaningful, I just yoinked them from my Sonos color palette because I ran out of time. No worries, no worries. Interesting. So yeah, I think it's very brave. I think it's very brave to just stick to it, even if, like, you know, there's a certain, like, strong, not just braveness, but, like, wisdom, and, like, realizing that if you, like, you know, if you are open about your feelings, sometimes people will make you suffer. But if you mask and pretend that everything was okay, you'll just suffer in a different way. So it's like, why not just show, like, what's there anyway? Might as well. Like, fuck 'em, you know? In essence, indeed. Yeah. I think that's very cool. Sometimes it's very brave to just, like, be sad. And not hide it. Yeah. Alright, and that was our last submission. Yeah. Alright, so that leaves only my own thingamajig here. And here it is. Here is what I drew for this. What does it evoke in you? What are you feeling? What are you thinking? What thinkest thou, my dear friends? There's one there that I think is very interesting. I mean, obviously, it feels very weird to say it about myself, you know, but, like, you know, I've had this idea in my head for a while now. I have two redeems to answer your question. Yes? What are they? Express affection. I see. Actually, there's more than one really interesting thing there. But yeah, what I mean is, like, you know, I've been thinking about this a lot, and, you know, I can be surprised by myself sometimes by, like, what images come up and stuff. Is the first one supposed to represent a lack of internal emotion / boredom? Maybe. Thank you. Lack of internal emotion or boredom. Possibly. But why would that be a mask? Isn't that weird? I don't know. It always feels weird, like to have these rounds where like I wait for you guys to say something. Because like I don't know how many people are typing. The second one was meant to be a headpad, but I don't have enough points. Oh, hang on. Let me do a headpad. Oh, there we go. Thank you, Connie. So yeah, like I was saying earlier about like, you know, VTubers are the, you know, the quintessential mask wearers. And like, that's an interesting thing, like, Teiyu, in a sense, is very me. Teiyu is very, you know, close to just being me, just being who I am, who I want to be too. So, not like that's a bad mask or anything. It's a good mask to have. But still, it's like a mask. Still, it's something that I keep kind of making myself wear. You know, something that I, you know, on certain times, certain days, I say, Teiyu, you have to do this. And, you know, after a while, it can get hard. It can get hard if you, like, lose track of, like, what you're doing it for. If it's, like, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to put into words. What would make it not hard, to put it another way? When would it not be hard? Would not be hard if it's like, you know, really really in sync. If like you're enjoying it, if it's like totally like exactly what you want to be doing in that moment. If like it felt less restrictive, I guess. I don't know. 3 aspects of your personality or identity? Maybe. So, yeah. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. That is something to think about, like, what would make it less hard to wear this mask? What would make it just nice and good? Trying to find a base to work off from, but it's difficult. It's complex. I'll move on to the one on the right. The one on the right is definitely a mask I wear a lot. Where like, you know, I have this fear of being boring, you know, being uninteresting. So my first instinct is often to just, you know, I hear a word that ends on ER, you know, and my brain immediately goes like, how can I turn this into an I hardly know her joke? You know? Because I've got to be making the jokes. I've got to always be making the jokes and making the people laugh so they like me, you know? It still hasn't left me after all these years. So is it a duality between the extremes of your VTuber persona? That's the one on the right is not so much a VTuber persona thing. The VTuber persona is its own thing. I didn't really intend much by the order of them. What's behind the mask? Oh. Well, behind the mask is just, you know, me, I guess. Relative between the extremes of a VTuber persona. Oh. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? So yeah. Also that, that urge to always make jokes and stuff. I deliberately mostly covered up the eyes because it often makes me like miss out on like actually being there, on actually looking at what's there and stuff. And Mr. Hello there. Mr. Alex YZ, hello. Thank you. I designed it myself. How much of you is Teiyu and vice versa? That is a very good question, isn't it? How much of me is Teiyu? It's quite a bit, but it's how much of me is Teiyu? I mean, man, that is honestly, that's some good homework for me. That is some good homework for me. You designed it? Well, you have really good taste. Thank you. That is something that I pride myself on. Yeah. Unfortunately, you came just around the end point of the stream, but same time next week we're gonna do this thing again, and on the other days we're gonna be doing other stuff. You know, games and or co-working and or study streams. I don't know what I'm gonna do next week. We'll figure it out. You're lucky, yeah. Thank you for the follow. Yeah. Also, I'm lucky. You know what? I'm lucky to have you to have met you. Yeah. I think I finished talking about like the rightmost mask. The way that it makes me miss things, the way that it like makes me not really be present in the moment. You know? The way that it, you know, it's that thing. It's that thing I said earlier, is that that like you put on these masks to try to connect to people. I put on that mask because I want people to like me, but so often I like the fact that it's a mask in that moment, that I, you know, the fact that it's not just coming naturally, that I'm like in the moment and I actually think of something funny, but rather that there's this mechanism, this automatism in me that is like, need to be making jokes, look out for potential joke opportunities, means that like I'm not really listening, not really watching, not really paying attention to the real vibes, really reading the room, really like listening to the other person and taking them in and like really making that connection. And yeah, that is very painful. So yeah, my avatar is in fact full body. Let me just real quick. Let me real quick do a different pose. No. And there you go. Yay! I hope you enjoy it. Okay, now I have to sit back down. Wait, which one? Which sitting was it? This one, I think. Yes. Oh, hello. The little hoofs. Sassy walk indeed. Actually they're like really big hoofs. Freaking Mega Man hoofs. I would almost think that mask on the right is showing / leaking the discomfort in your soul, and the right one is hiding something, while the middle one shows both Teiyu and you as a culmination of both human and virtual present. Oh yeah. That is a very good point. Like I said, like VTubers, like something real always comes through in that. Like you're kind of trying to play a role, but you know, yeah. When he is done walking, he will descend, but not like on you or anything. Fuck, damn it. Okay. Okay, now for the left one. The left one is like a different kind of mask. It's like more of a mask for myself. Like it's a... I felt strongly that I had to put that in. Like, I was wondering like, doesn't it need like eye holes or anything? But it's like, no. Like, I often go like blank. Like, it's the blank face that like gets me through things. Like, the left thing is the mask that I wear when like things get too stressful and I just need to function for the moment and like get through the thing and, you know, just make it. Just put up the wall and get through the thing that is otherwise too stressful. And it feels like kind of a thing that I do way too much, where it's not just a thing that I use to get through a stressful situation, but it's an automatism. It's like an autopilot thing where I, you know, kind of numb myself from anything around me with like, you know, constant input from, you know, freaking Snapcube VODs and whatever else it is that I do in order to keep myself from feeling things. Except like, you know, the occasional laughter when the VOD is like actually funny and I actually, you know, not to say like, I mean, it's always funny, but you know, when I can actually feel it and really laugh. But yeah. It's like, like a little bit more of an extended version of a mask that's not just like for the sake of others, but also like a mask against myself, yeah. Ignoring one's own internal struggles, yeah. It's like, that's the thing, like, I have all the knowledge, I have all the tools that I need in order to like actually work on myself, in order to like actually improve my mental state and whatnot, but I just don't. I'm just in that survival mode where I just block everything off. And I don't want that anymore. Thank you, Altarian. Thank you for the hydrate. Okay, and that is that. We're gonna find someone to rate now. Okay. Alright, okay. Let's see. Do we have... we don't have that person. Okay. Who else then? Oh, hey. There's a person we don't say hi to a lot. Considering there might be like some people actually sleeping right now, listening to me, maybe I should be sure to pick someone cozy. Someone reasonably cozy.
Very good at express.
Okay, you know what? Sure.
Civilized and tame and.
On the other hand, like we have a person doing like a a 5-year streaming anniversary, so that's also nice. Which one do we want? Do we want an anniversary or something very cozy? What do you guys think? Cozy? We got one vote for cozy. It's Sunday. Sunday is cozy day. Cozy sounds good? Okay. Man, that is actually a really cute little motion I'm doing. Okay. Let's go then. Let's go say cozy to hello. Yes. Okay, y'all. If you're new here, please consider following me on Blue Sky or Twitter, and joining our Discord community. We have regular community nights on Saturday, around-ish this time, and yeah, and also we're very wholesome and cute and funny and stuff. Yeah. Also, following me on YouTube and watching there really helps towards monetization and stuff. By the way, if you are on YouTube right now, thank you for watching and take care. And don't forget to leave a like and stuff. Bye!